오늘은 연기에 대해서 말씀을 드리겠습니다.
Only when the river Ananda was practicing in under the forest together with our Lord Buddha. While discerning always in this way, even the origination factors are very clear to his mind. he approached to the Buddha in the evening. Then he informed to the Buddha, Bhante, divinity origination is actually very deep and profound. However, it is very clear to my mind. In this way, he informed to the Buddha. At the day, Buddha says to the Vinarada, you should not tell like that. You should not tell like that. Itasananda Dhamasa Narupada Abdi Veda Ewa Maya Baja Tanda Kulaka Chana Kulaka Chana Moja Pagaja Buddha Abhaya Dhokade Munipada Sansara Nadi Vodadi. Do you understand?
이해하셨어요?
지금 말리어로 개성을 하셨는데 이해하셨어요?
Maybe I recite this sutta because this is not my original speech. This is original speech is Buddha's teaching. I want to explain in this way. What is the meaning? Another, because of not understanding by direct knowledge this dependent origination, and because of not penetrating by different stages of direct knowledge this dependent origination, all these beings are not escaped from the round of rebirth. They cannot escape from the awful states. Quoting this sutta, especially Visuddhimagga and the Samoha Vinodani commentary explains Avachaka Mapatalidawa Asani Uchaka Miwa Nicha Nimatana Sansara Paya Madida Nagochi Supi Nandre Yachi. What is the meaning? So the meaning is Samadhi is like a stone. Upon this stone, you must sharpen your wisdom light.
Wisdom, light, mind,
Light.
life. 삼매란 부처님께서 이런
What is the meaning? Concentrated mind is the proximate cause of wisdom faculty. If there is no concentration, wisdom faculty cannot work. It is passion. For example, now please pay attention to your body. Can you see clappers?
자, 예를 들면 여러분 몸에 주목을 해보십시오. 깔라파를 볼 수 있나요?
Can you see?
보여요?
No, because you have no concentration. But concentrated mind can see these clappers as well as can analyze those clappers and can see ultimate materiality as well as ultimate mentality and as well as their causes, that is dependent origination. If a meditator cannot differentiate, this is consciousness, this is content, this is feeling, this is perception, this is volition, etc., then we cannot say he or she understands mentality. What is Buddha's instruction? Especially in Mahasatipatthana Sutta. 4 foundations of mindfulness, concrete 4 foundations of mindfulness Sutta. Buddha says this system. Iti ijadava kaya kaya nupasi viharati, vahidava kaya kaya nupasi viharati, ijada vahidava kaya kaya nupasi viharati. What is the meaning? Thus he abides discerning ultimate materiality and mentality internally. Thus he abides discerning ultimate materiality and mentality externally. Thus he abides discerning ultimate materiality and mentality both internally and externally. There are 2 reasons. One reason is if you can discern ultimate materiality as well as ultimate mentality both internally and externally, at that time you can discern dependent origination. Another reason is to contemplate as nature, dukkha, anatta, both internally and externally. Usually we have attachment not only to ourselves but also to external things. Is it true? You already understand.
Yeah.
So, the power of vipassana. If you can contemplate internal materiality and mentality as nature, dukkha, and anatta, then attachment to internal body disappears temporarily. If you can contemplate both internally and externally as nature, dukkha, anatta, at that time only your insight knowledge can destroy attachment to both internally and externally. If the vipassana insight can destroy the defilements temporarily, at that time only path and function knowledge can arise at the end of matured insight knowledge. At that time only path knowledge can destroy defilements completely without remainder, stage by stage. Below which eye consciousness cannot see. Eye consciousness also can see just color only, but mind, which eye, in different ways, many ways they can see. Mind, which I can see ultimate, this is ultimate materiality, this is ultimate mentality, this is nature, this is dukkha, this is anatta, etc. In different ways, many ways they can see. So, if you want to practice dependent origination to understand by your direct knowledge, first you must try to discern ultimate mentality and materiality both internally and externally. If a meditator discerns this proximate path, past causes, then she should try to discern mentality and materiality but up to the conception stage. For example, she should try to discern this morning mentality, materiality, yesterday mentality, materiality, day before yesterday mentality, materiality, etc. Then up to the inside mother's womb, up to the conception stage or path linking by moment stage. After discerning ultimate materiality and mentality in conception stage, in this very life, then a meditator must continue to discern mentality and materiality in previous existence, especially near death moment. Usually, in kind of path linking by moment or conception stage, there are three types of materialities and the four types of mental formations. Three types of kalabas are body decade kalapa, sat decade kalapa, and heart decade kalapa. In each kalapa, there are 10 types of materiality such as earth element, water element, fire element, wind element, color, odor, flavor, nutritive acid, life quality, and body transparency or sex determining materiality or heart decade, heart base. After discerning this materiality and mentality, one should continue to discern ultimate materiality and mentality in previous life. According to Buddha's teaching, in previous life, last mind movement is called death consciousness mind movement. In this very life, first mind movement is called birth linking mind movement. Between these two mind movements, death consciousness mind movement and birth linking mind movement, there is no gap, no interval life. Immediately after death consciousness finishes, the birth linking mind movement in this very life arises. In meditation, must try to see these two types of mind movements. Then he should try to see that proximate object in previous life. I would like to explain with one example. A lady, when she discerned that proximate object, she saw she is offering food to the Sangha. However, when offering food to the Sangha, she is not woman, she is bhikkhu. So, when she discerned one by one four elements in each person, other mentality and materiality are not one line to her mentality and materiality. But when she discerned one bhikkhu, offering bhikkhu, then his mentality and materiality are one line up to this present moment. Then I suggest her to discern actually when offering mentality and materiality. To discern mentality and materiality when she is really offering food to the Sangha. When offering food, she had no wish to become woman in future existence. But she had one type of inclination for this problem. When visiting to different pagodas, on the way, accidentally, he saw one lady, very beautiful and with long hair. That lady's hair is very thick and very long. She is very beautiful.
아름다운 여성이었어요.
And then that bhikkhu has the desire to be like that lady.
바로 그때 그 비구는 이 여성과 같이 되고 싶다라는 욕망이 생겼습니다.
This is problem.
그것이 문제였던 거죠.
Then one day he offered to the food to the Sangha. When offering food, he had such memory.
그 음식을 공양할 때 그 기억이 났던 것입니다.
So he had inclination to be such a beautiful and thick and long-haired woman. One mind moment, he said.
한순간의 심찰라였습니다.
One mind moment he said to become man or to become woman. If he knows beautiful woman with long hair, such understanding is wrong understanding. This wrong understanding is called avijja, ignorance. Depending on this ignorance, she had attachment to that woman's life. That attachment is called craving tanha. The repeated attachment is called clinging upadana. These three are the development rounds kilesa order. So depending on this development round, she accumulates wholesome karma. Which type of wholesome karma? Offering food to the Sangha. While offering food to the Sangha, there are 34 mental formations. These 34 mental formations are called sankhara. But these sankharas are also nature and permanent. As long as they arise, they pass away very, very quickly. But when they pass away, perishing away, they left behind the karma potentiality which can produce new existence. So altogether there are 5 causes: ignorance, craving, clinging, pollution and formations, and karma potentiality. So karma already exists. It is not easy to destroy. If you want to destroy this karma, then you must try to be arhat. Only arhat can destroy completely without remainder this karma potentiality. So altogether there are 5 causes already exist. Then these 5 causes become mature in time of death. Because of the mature to this karma potentiality, in time of death, this object appears again. This object means offering food to the Sangha, this object appears again. So, because of this karma potentiality, then if she tries to see causal relationship between cause and effect, then karma potentiality in this very life, 30 types of rupa materiality in time of birth and time moment. So she tried to see both sides, karma potentiality, here materiality, karma potentiality, materiality. Then this karma potentiality produces these 30 types of materiality. She already see. So mind produces mind from materiality. In the same way, this karma also produces karma from materiality and then of birth decay by moment. After discerning this cause and effect, she cried a lot. Bhikkhu became woman, others white.
누가 여성이 됐지 않습니까?
Is it okay? Good?
아, 좋은 겁니까?
So one mind movement is very important.
그래서
While
하나님
accumulating karma, if you cannot control your mind, this is problem. That lady in this very life, very thick and very long hair. Karma create this one. When she stand up, her hair is on the floor, very long. Not your hair.
그녀는 이 생에서 정말 아름답고 산단같이 두껍고.
So karma is very wonderful. If you understand this divinity origination by your direct knowledge, at that time only you can become real Buddhist. Why? You cannot change because you understand karma produces karma, materiality and mentality. At the day you will not accept there is creator, there is no karma or there is no future existence, there is no past existence. Such type of wrong views will never rise to your mind. Buddha only teach there is cause, there is effect. But Buddha also teach because of the complete cessation of causes, aggregation also cease completely without reminder. That cessation is also called Nirodha Satya, the cessation of suffering, in Tikayana Sutta. My meaning is we Buddhists are very lucky.
우리 불자들은 아주 운이 좋습니다.
We can, if we practice systematically, we can understand 4 types of materiality by your own direct knowledge. This is the materiality aggregate only. This is the object of vipassana. If you do not understand this materiality by your direct knowledge, if you practice vipassana, your vipassana is just superficial only.